What do bats sound like?
I think so.
Hi friends, Miss Hazel here.
And Miss Kate.
And my new friend, the bat, that I made out of paper mache with newspaper and cardboard and some gluey water. Isn't it great? It's 3D. Check it out. What does 3D mean? Three-dimensional?
Yes.
Oh, that's so fancy.
Two-dimensional.
Yeah. Because we've done two. Is that great? You could hang that up. It's so good. All right, I'll show you how to make it. So you'll need cardboard. I already traced my bat shape on it, and then you're going to need to cut it out. And this might be a good thing to get some help, or you can use your super strong hands and cut out your bat. Sometimes I don't have the most confidence when I'm trying to draw things. Miss Kate just dives right in and does it. I'm a little more, oh, does it look right? Is it? And then I have to just get out of my head and think, what would Miss Kate do? And then I just go forward and think about, I'm making something out of cardboard. It is not rocket science.
Well, it doesn't have to be exactly. But also, if you don't like it, you can always just do it again.
Yeah. And I ask myself, is it bat-ish? Yes, it certainly is. As you know, Miss Kate and I love to make things out of cardboard, so you may see this in a coming project. All right, now I have my bat, and I've protected my work area. I think you all know that. Miss Kate and I know that that's super important.
It's a messy project.
This is going to be messy, and I couldn't find any gloves, so we're just going to have to, I ask myself, what would Miss Kate do? She'd just dive right in.
I wouldn't wear any clothes anyway.
No, exactly. So to make my 3D shape, I am going to take a little piece of newspaper. I just took half of a piece, and then I'm putting it on my bat like that. And then I'm going to use tape, because I love tape is my friend. Kids in Alameda Arts, we go through cases of tape. Because they're always making stuff, and we say, yay! All right, so I just want them to have some sort of a body, and then because I wanted it to not be, I wanted it to look the same from all directions, I have another little crumpled up ball here for this side. So I want it, I don't know, I just wanted to try something different. This summer with Miss Ornella, we did a lot of paper mache. And Miss Kate and I know you've seen us make things with plaster strips and different kinds of paper mache, but this summer we only did newspaper and gluey water.
Mm-hmm. They were great.
Yeah, and we've done it with like paper towels before to make things. Okay, so I'm gonna smush it so it looks bat-ish. So now I'm ready to... Now I'm going to get gluey water. So I would say if you were going to mix it up, it would be, I'm going to say 3 parts glue to 1 part water.
That's how thick you want this
I
one?
think that's what I did.
Okay. Sometimes we do half and half. Sometimes
yeah, this one, I did half and half, and it was a little too loosey-goosey for me. So
you just want it to be slightly more watery.
Yes. Okay. Now I've got strips of paper. I kind of cut them up already, and I am going to get messy. Kind of like a smaller piece of paper. So I'm going to go in with my glue, and I'm going to make sure it's on both sides of my paper, and I'm going to start applying it to my cardboard newspaper frame. And I would say that you want to make sure that it's wet, but not so super duper wet, or it will take a very long time to dry. I made my example last night, and I left it overnight next to a fan, and it dried up nice. So I'm just gonna kind of cover it up. You just don't want any big holes by the head. And I think I've accomplished that. So I'll keep covering this, and I'll see you back again in a minute after I wash my hands. All right, so I finished wrapping my paper mache with the newspaper, and it's had a chance to dry, and this is what it's gonna look like. Again, it's just so
They're so cute.
really nice. And I think that it's a little bit floppy, and I think that that's okay too. So I chose not to put eyes on mine, so I'm going to just paint it. I'm using black acrylic paint because I think I want to make sure that acrylic paint dries pretty quickly and maybe is more weatherproof. I don't know.
That's not really weatherproof.
No.
But it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know that I would put this out completely in the weathery to get weathered.
Unless you shellac this somehow, but
Oh, you could. Oh, hey, how about that?
Yeah.
So then you're going to do this. You're going to paint your bat, and then you can use the all-weather Mod Podge to glaze it, and then it'll last.
and how many of these are you gonna have in your house? Do you think?
Well, I have 2 now, don't I? I could put them next to my giant spider. I painted one side, so then I'm going to flip it over and paint the other side.
Do you need to let that side dry first, do you think, before you do it? Or just
I
do it?
didn't when I did this one, but it might be a good idea because I had black paint everywhere.
Okay.
So I'm painting that side. I'm just going to move him over a little bit. And then I'm going to show you that I took it could be any kind of string. We just have this black string here. And I just tied it around the body and I made a knot. And I didn't put any eyes or anything else. And that's how I made my bat. Now you know how to make a bat. What do bats sound like?
I think so.
Yeah, anyways, here's our bat. Happy Halloween. Have fun, you guys. Come see us again soon.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye, friends.